What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering. An interesting development going on not just the YouTube space, but also X and Rumble and many others. CNN has come out and preemptively reached out to many creators, Steven Crowder, Tim Pool, and others, to say that they are not allowed to commentate on the upcoming presidential debate. Tim even suggesting in an interview this morning that Timcast IRL may no longer be exclusive to YouTube, which it should never have been. But anyway, and you'll be able to find it somewhere else. It all started with essentially this tweet here, where I'm going to start at the very beginning. I guess CNN has been reaching out and telling people preemptively that they aren't allowed to commentate on the debate. You can see this. CNN has told Breaking Points it is not allowed independent media channels to stream their presidential debate, despite granting permission to, quote, all other terrestrial news organizations, a blatant protection racket to protect the elite media. You see this? We will be streaming our premium. I'll tell you this, I will be streaming the debate and I will be live on Rumble because we're going to watch it together. I think that all presidential debates, all vice presidential debates, all any political hearing should not only be 100% fair use, but it should be able to be rebroadcasted. You should not have any exclusivity rights or any exclusive deals to content that is in the American people's best interest. And you see the debate will be available on CNN's YouTube channel. We are not offering the feed to any other YouTube channels. So you can watch it on YouTube, but of course only on CNN's channel. Tim Pool replies and says it's fair use. Other channels have already won in this regard. CNN is full of it. Also, Steven Crowder saying that they are trying to sway things. We will be unapologetically streaming the debate live on Rumble because CNN can F off Tuesday, 8 p.m. Thursday, be there. I will also be live streaming it because it's fair use. Now, obviously, just rebroadcasting it on your channel, that's not fair use. But it is fair use to, commentate on things like this. And also, by the way, Elon Musk also spoke out on this, saying Elon Musk will not, Tim Pool asked, quick question for Elon Musk, will live commentary and fact-checking shows for CNN debate be taken down if CNN files a DMCA? Will X default to fair use and have the matter handled externally? We plan to simulcast, meaning for the first time ever, Timcast IRL will be not on YouTube. Now, sadly, that's only because YouTube has preemptively reached out to Tim and said he couldn't stream it, but that's neither here nor there. Sometimes you don't care how you got to the destination. You're just happy to be there. To which Elon replies, the public has a right to see presidential debates however they would like. DMCA does not apply. There's a lot of people that don't have CNN, that don't have cable, so they should be allowed to, see these debates. They're kind of in their interest.
Rep asking if I would schedule a call to discuss the RNC.
So YouTube, I'm sorry, I need to go back just a little bit because this is very interesting. I didn't get a call from my YouTube rep. I guess I don't have one of those fancy Tim Pool YouTube reps, but I understand why he has one and I don't. That's reasonable.
I think this might have to do with the call I had last night. I had two calls, actually. So about a week and a half or so ago, I get an email from a YouTube rep asking if I would schedule a call to discuss the RNC. That was it. And we did. So,
by the way, I will be at the RNC. So if there's any collabs you want me to do, any live streams you want me to do, I will be there on the ground every day because it's only a 20-minute drive for me. So I will be there. If you're going, let me know. I'll be trying to do as many collabs as humanly possible.
Yesterday, around 4:30, I have a phone call with YouTube rep, and they brought up a couple things. Pertaining to the RNC, not really that big of a deal, but they mentioned that CNN is going to be allowing, and this is interesting. They said CNN's going to be allowing other networks to obviously rebroadcast this, and I said, right, Fox is doing a simulcast, and they told me yes, but there's some restrictions, like they're not going to allow anchors on at certain times or something. We're not sure. So CNN, I guess, reached out to YouTube and said, have the YouTubers, the bigger channels, contact us, and so YouTube says, here's their email. I said, sure. And I said to YouTube, I was like, this is fair use. I don't need to ask them anything.
Right.
He's correct about that. He's allowed to commentate. He's allowed to live fact check. That's fair use.
You can't lock down the former president and the current president debating the future of this country. And there's a lot to break down there. And so they said, we're going to send you the email. You can reach out to them. And as for the RNC, this is also a bit interesting too. They told me, while you will be allowed to say the 2020 election was stolen and fraudulent or whatever, advertiser guidelines may be different. And I'm trying to be careful because I'm paraphrasing, not quoting, but something about if you deny the election. Following that call, I sent an email to CNN saying, Google reached out, asked me to contact you guys. I said, we are a live show. We're 8 to 10. We're going to be providing commentary on the debate. Let me know if there's anything you're considering or what you need. And the response I got back was confirming that we will not allow, or it was like confirming we are only allowing certain digital publications to use the CNN YouTube feed and not allowing YouTubers to rebroadcast. And so I immediately contacted YouTube again to let them know, hey, they're basically saying no. It's not about restrictions. It's we are not going to let you. And I pointed this out to YouTube. I said, when we streamed with commentary and fact-checking the Republican debate, Fox News had done a similar thing where they threatened to take down various shows, and they did, but only after the live stream.
Right.
We challenged their claim, and they dropped it.
That's one thing that I try to tell a lot of YouTubers. I know it can be scary getting a copyright claim or a copyright takedown notice, and most people will just take down the video rather than deal with it. And I don't blame them for that. But as somebody who's been doing this for more than 10 years, I have not lost, I don't think, a single copyright challenge. And I've probably had hundreds of them. If you believe that your product is truly fair use, get it confirmed by somebody who you think maybe really knows better, or maybe even a lawyer buddy. And if it's fair use, I challenge every single time, and they never escalate it.
Many other liberals who challenged the claim, and Fox dropped it because they're not going to win that.
Right.
And so I asked YouTube, and this is a second call I'm on with them now.
Yeah.
And I said, however, considering CNN appears to be very proactive on this, if they file a copyright claim against us while we are live and fair use, YouTube will take down our live show. And it's different from we did the show and we challenge this, because
Right.
YouTube defaults to, okay, it's a civil dispute, take it outside of YouTube.
Right.
But if we're live and you shut us down, there is no go back.
No.
And this is interesting. YouTube said they said, let us, we're going to check on this. You're right. We may actually defer and allow the streams to continue until after they're done.
Well, that's good. That's good news.
Surprise.
Yeah. It's it's always.
I don't know. I suspect if you're the type of person that has somebody at YouTube that you can call, and again, this isn't criticizing Tim. This is just saying, be careful about taking Tim Pool's advice on what you can or can't do on your channel, because you don't have a YouTube rep that you can pick up the phone and call at any moment like he does. Okay, Tim Pool lives by a very different set of standards than the rest of us do. Even I won't even be bothering to try on YouTube. I'll be keeping it to Rumble, obviously. But then he says this.
So Thursday, our plan is to multi-stream on X, Rumble, and YouTube. And I hope YouTube realizes what that means, because that means if they're deciding to side with CNN, they just are going to start losing out on. They know how big the viewership is going to be and the demand for this.
Yeah.
But here, I'll tell you the challenge with Rumble, and we do put all of our videos on Rumble. We have I believe about 500,000 on Timcast IRL and 300 some odd thousand on my other channels. We full disclosure, and I'm trying not to be. I guess it might sound a little dickish, but
it's going to.
We lost a lot of money when we started putting up our videos on Rumble at the same time, because the ad revenue was a lot lower, and we've rarely run into the problems that you guys have, but they have been putting the pressure on us. They have been screwing with us, taking down our 2 biggest episodes. So that's basically why we decided we're going to upload every clip we do from the show onto Rumble, and any show that is too, I don't know, spicy gets re-uploaded. So that's our biggest show ever was Darren Beatty.
So Tim Pool admits that the only reason he doesn't support free speech is because of money. I'm just saying, I love you, Tim, but you literally just admitted that you don't support platforms that support free speech because money. You have, by your own admission, 50,000 plus people paying you $10 a month, plus YouTube ad rev, plus YouTube live stream super chats. I don't know. I don't love that.
We are live on YouTube.
I don't love that. I don't love that part.
And you?
But we'll have to see. I can tell you, I will be on Rumble. Steven will be on Rumble. Stop by both of ours. If Tim's on Rumble, well, you know why. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.